So let's talk about business and setting your business and getting your business online and getting your business a lot of visibility because you have taken your business online where many people are. 2.5 million people who are basically just, not 12.5 million people who are online on a daily basis, just going to find information. And increasingly, many people are now doing their shopping online. Even if they don't finish the process online, at some point they'll either do their research online. They'll be thinking, well, just like the Google expert was telling us, you'll have the need that will be a trigger, and then the next thing you want to do is you want to do your research, and then you'll go online to find out whether the best service providers or product providers, compare the different products of the different service providers, look at what other people are saying about this particular one that you see, and then you make your decision on which one you want to go with, and you find them, and either you take the conversation offline or you complete the entire transaction online. This is happening a lot. We've even heard from somebody who had started a business before COVID-19, and with COVID-19 they have been able to continue and grow their business because they are online, because they're able to interact with their potential customers online. Rosemary Momanyo-Pio is the SME lead for East Africa. She's been with us for the last couple of weeks when we're talking about how to get your business online. She's been telling us about these tools that are available courtesy of Google. When you go to Google and you find, you're able, for example, to put up your business profile under Google My Business. You put up your business profile and people can come and see. Now, today, we decided we're going to have a lot more of interaction, of recap of what she has taught us so far, and then we see any questions that may come from the audience. Rosemary, good morning.
Good morning, Eric. How are you this morning?
I am as good as you. You sound very well.
Thank you. Good morning, Doom. Good morning, City.
Good morning, Rosemary.
Super.
You had a lovely weekend?
I did. Got some rest. Enjoyed the sunshine and the rain. It was good.
Combination of the two.
Exactly.
Now, back to the conversation. You have taken us through Google My Business. Just do a recap again of the tools that are available, the opportunities that are there when someone takes their business online.
Exactly. Thank you for that, Eric. So yeah, simple. Any SME today, any business owner, if you own a business, if you're doing any buying or selling of products or services online, it's important to come online. And it's imperative that you are found by customers who are looking for you. And so definitely move away from having just a retail offlet to having an online presence. And the simple way to do so is by getting a business profile, which allows you to get found by customers on Google Search and Google Maps. And if you don't have a website, we also provide a complimentary one-page website called a business site that allows you to have even more information available to the customers looking for you. And these tools are free and do not cost a cent, and they'll give you instant visibility. And how to get a business profile are very simple. Go to google.africa118.co.ke. Either request a call back or call them directly. You'll find the number on that website. And within 24 hours, you'll receive a phone call back by our partner who will walk you through the process of getting your business online. They'll verify you, give you the profile to then own, and then you can then do your own updates and posts later on.
What if I wanted to just do it by myself? I mean, without having to go through Africa 118. Is it possible for me to do that, or do I require some certain skill to be able to create my profile?
So you can create your profile, but it will need to be verified by our partner.
Okay.
So you can still go ahead and build your own profile, and then the point upon you need to click verify, you'll need to verify it with our partner. You can then call them. They'll ask you a few questions to verify that your profile is accurate and is complete, and then you'll be able then to claim it.
What does verify mean?
Yeah, verify means that in this case, we are confirming that indeed, in this example, Eric does own this profile, and he is the legal owner and entity owner of this particular business profile.
Okay. So, Rosemary, I mean, one question. So, I choose to go this way and get onto Google Africa 118, right? I decide to start this site, this page of mine. How long would it take for this process of verification, getting the page up and running, and then get people to start to see who I am? From the point whereby I log in and I say I want to get this done, how long does it take?
So verification is instant, Ndu. It's an instant step. They just ask you a few questions. And then for your page to then show up on Google Search or Google Maps can take anywhere from 24 hours to 72 hours max.
Okay. So you're saying in about so let's say in about 3 days, by the time I've done all of this, that's when people can start to know about my business.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, how much, or rather, you talked about it's. We've talked about this before. It being a complimentary page, it is free. Is it free forever?
It's free forever. All these tools are free forever. So the one-pager website is free. The profile is free. There's no cost at all for any of those two products.
Okay. And how much content? Last week we talked about, some of the pictures that you can upload and things like that. It being a one-pager website, how much content can I put up? Or must I at some point delete some content, replace it with some more? Or can I just keep adding?
You can keep adding. The key here is to try and drive engagement. That way you can be visible and be found when people are looking for whether it's your photos or your products. So as much as possible, if you can be able to engage daily, please do so. Weekly if you can. But the key here is you can be able to add as much content as you want. There is no limit. You can add posts, you can add pictures, you can incorporate if you're having any offers. There is no limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we want to encourage people now to call in and ask Rosemary any question that you have. Or if you have any question that you'd like to post online, Spice FM KE on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram, you can post your question there, and then Rosemary will be able to respond in the next about 10 minutes. 0719-012-600. Any business question that you have regarding Google My Business, how you can take advantage of this Google platform and all the tools that have been offered, please call in now. 0719-012-600. Rosemary is here and she's ready to answer all your questions. Somebody was asking last week, when you keep talking about free, and I'm glad that Ndu asked, is it free forever? And you said that this is free forever. So what's in it then for Google? I mean, why are you doing this?
Yeah, so that's a very good point and a good question, Eric. So our mission is to organize the world's information and to make it universally accessible to everyone. So now more than ever that we are in this phase post-COVID or during COVID, however you want to look at it, it's important that we ensure that SMEs who currently are like the underbelly get a chance to be found by customers looking for them. That is our mission. So we care about helping small, medium, micro enterprises grow. We care about having them get found by their businesses. So it's in our gift to ensure that we empower them with the tools they require to come online and get found. The more that are able to then come online, the more we're able to be helpful to customers who are looking for products and services. So for us, it's part of our mission to help and organize the world's information, and that includes incorporating SMEs and helping them show up and get found by customers looking for them.
I seem to have missed something here, Rosemary. From what you're saying, are you saying that Google has become a charitable organization?
No. Yes, we do have a non-profit arm. It's called google.org. That is our foundation, if you will, that offers grants and support to people who are marginalized. But Google itself is a for-profit organization. And so part of our tools them are really to enable SMEs and in this case businesses to come online. But at the end of the day, we also provide Google Ads, which help SMEs create for themselves even more awareness. So we will talk more about our Google Ads platform. We just recently will be announcing very soon the launch of an incentive program for SMEs in Kenya, where they'll be able to build their own ads campaign and get support, and Google will be able to double the investment on their first campaign. But ultimately, we are a for-profit. We make money, and right now we're talking about tools that are free to SMEs.
Are there individuals or organizations that advertise through Google and actually pay Google to use their platform for advertising?
Yes, they are.
And what sort of
that's actually our
organizations
bread
are
and
these?
butter. Yeah, both small as well as medium, even micro and also large. So they use our platform called Google Ads. and it enables them to create ads. So let's say you're going to do a search for smartphone near me, and you see the results coming up, and you'll see one that says ads, and you'll see an ad there for Samsung or for Nokia or for Techno, etc. Those are what we call Google Ads. And in that case, a business owner can be able to place those ads on Google to be able to create for themselves more awareness. And by doing so, we're able to get some revenue from those ad networks.
Okay, so a question here from Martha, and Martha asks, Rosemary, is that how can you test the success of my business on Google and without? So maybe I can help her out to frame that question a little better. She's saying that have you been able to measure for those businesses, for example, that would not have gotten on Google, for example, and those then who would have, what kind of measure of success have you been able to see from those who've gotten on this platform?
Yeah, a very good question from Martha and Dendu. So I can use the example that we had from Wangare. Wangare used to have a physical presence, a physical store that she would sell organic soap in Nairobi before COVID happened. And at that point, she said she'd be getting maybe on average about maybe 100 phone calls in a given week, for example, or visits, 100 visits to her presence. But then when she was able to then come online, she was able to grow by over 100%. And when things shut down during COVID in March up until now, she's been able to sustain that growth and even hire people to help her grow because she was growing at a pace she didn't expect. Even after closing her store in Nairobi and moving to Murang'a and Kenol, she was still able to grow by 100% and be able to even create employment for people around Kenol, Murang'a. So I can use her words to say that by being online, she was able to thrive and was able to grow by over 100% just by having an online presence.
Okay.
Another question that comes in is, can I delete that profile if I decide to close down the business?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You have an option to edit the information on the dashboard for the business profile. So if for whatever reason you want to either change the name of your business, or you change a physical contact, or you've moved, or you've closed shop, you can be able to make those edits. You can update or you can delete.
So I can delete the entire profile?
You can.
All right. Let's go to the phone line. Sami is calling in from Magarini. Sami, good morning.
Good morning, Eric.
Good to hear from you, Sami. Very well, thank you. How is Magarini?
Magarini is just fine.
All right. You've got a question for Rosemary?
Yes, please. I've got a question. I'd like to ask the lady about, for example, I have a website of WordPress or maybe Bluehost, and I would like maybe to have it linked on Google. Is it possible for me to do that?
A website for what again, Sami?
Yeah, I mean, I already have a website with WordPress.
Okay.
So I would like to have it actually launched on Google. So is it possible for me to do it?
All right. Rosemary.
Sami, absolutely, yes, it is possible. So what I encourage you to do is, it's important to have a website, and that's fantastic. But over and above that, I would encourage you to also create a Google My Business profile that will then show up when people are searching for you, and you can link your website to your profile. So people type, what industry are you in, Sami? What do you sell on your website?
Yes, I actually selling books, about books.
It's about books.
Okay, great. Great. So if I'm looking for books and I'm in your neighborhood or close by or in the county that you're in, I can look for people selling books and I'll see your profile showing up. I click on your profile, it'll be the first result that shows up, and I can then link directly to your website from the profile. And then you can tell from your dashboard how many people came to your website through your profile. You'll be able to then now know what keywords they use to search for you, Sami. And then if you're able to do any posts or engagement, you could use those keywords to drive even more engagement for yourself. So you'll have some very good data that you can then use to improve your online presence.
I think you need to communicate more.
Asante Sana. Yes, indeed, it should communicate more, and that's exactly what we are doing. We've partnered with Google so we can have all this information. Rosemary, as someone was asking this, so if I have a website and then I create a Google My Business profile, when someone goes to search, there is the possibility of two results coming up. One of them is the profile result, and then the other one is the website itself.
Actually, just one shows up, to be honest, that ranks higher, which is your business profile.
Okay.
And then from there, we can then link to your website.
Okay. All right. So another one is, can you have two businesses or more on so that having different pages on Google My Business, because you would have the same information in terms of address and phone number, but the two businesses offer two different services?
It's possible. So in that case, let's just say one business you're selling books like Sammy, and then the other one you're selling shoes. So in that case, you'll have the same content in terms of how to reach to you, but you'll be in different business sectors. So we try to ensure that we avoid duplicates on the profile. That way, if you're the same contact, same business category, then we'll only keep one. But if you're selling books on one hand and selling shoes on the other hand, you can have the same two business profiles showing up, because what will be different there would be the business sector or the business industry.
Okay.
Is there anything that is not possible?
City.
Yes.
Yes, there are things that are not possible. So, for example,
like?
if you're trying to sell guns or things that are horrible, those of course will not allow.
Or human trafficking.
Oh, human trafficking.
Buy and
Or
sell
human
humans.
trafficking. Yeah. Thank you, Eric. for
Thank you very
adding
much,
more clarity.
Rosemary, for joining us today. Join us again tomorrow. And what will you teach us tomorrow as we keep receiving more and more questions?
Yeah, so I will allow for, again, more questions, but I'd like to walk us through the Google Grow 2.0 website and walk you through how the platform works and what other tools are available there. So we'll do a quick overview of the 2.0 Grow Hub, and then I'll walk you through a few of those wonderful, good to use tools for an SME.
Asante sana. Rosemary Momanyo Pio is the Google SME lead for East Africa. Talk to you again tomorrow, Rosemary.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Asante. And you can
Bye.
find all this information that we talk about every morning with Rosemary. Just go to our YouTube channel, Spice FM KE, and you will find under the topic Grow Your Business with Google. You'll find all the episodes for every day that we speak with Rosemary. So you can just review, go back, and you'll be able to learn a lot more. Even where she's been projecting, stuff on screen and taking us through the dashboard, you can find that on YouTube. Spice FM KE is our YouTube channel. And then you just type Grow Your Business with Google and you'll find them there.